Hello, Cuppa and card friends, and welcome back. It's Linda, and it's time to grab your favorite cuppa, grab your cards, and let's dive in. Today, we are going to look at the Seasons of the Witch Imbolc Oracle, now that we are in the Imbolc Sabbath. And we are going to do a tarot card pull at the end with the Seasons of the Witch Winter Tarot, a journey through Yule and Imbolc. I honestly can't wait for the other three tarot decks to come out. I think this is beautiful artwork. And let's dive into this little baby. This deck is really lovely. It's a series of decks that were put out, and some people love it, some people hate it. I've seen a lot of YouTube where some just don't, for some reason or another, just don't like it. I think they're fabulous. I think they're insightful. The artwork is gorgeous. And that's just my opinion. I just think it's beautiful. Another reason that I show the decks is, how do I say this? Sometimes you see a deck or you hear about a deck and you don't know if you're going to gel with it. You don't know if you're going to connect with it. And there are some decks that I've seen or heard of that I'm like, okay, well, I want to get it just because of what it is, and it does not resonate. It's the Disney villains. I got it because I love Disney. I love Disney, the old Disney, not the new Disney, the old Disney. And I'm not ever going to use it. I have it, I just won't ever use it. So I think it's just really important to show people the decks. That's just my opinion. Yeah. So this is a 2-part box by Rockpool. This is mass market. Again, this is for Imbolc. We will go over to the back. This says this season, get ready to ascend from darkness, reaching for your hopes and dreams as you step out of winter and into the light. Imbolc is associated with patience, hope, transitions, and beginning the ascent back to the light after the darkness of the winter months. This is the perfect season to represent the self. Each of the cards in this oracle deck is a seed of spiritual guidance inspired by ancient Imbolc traditions, so you can find answers to your most profound questions. Along with thoughtful meanings are powerful word spells to invoke the energy of each card and send your intentions of spiritual well-being into the universe. This is a 44 card deck. 2-part box, thumb hole. You can see it has the gilding on the box. It's beautiful. Star on the side. Here's our guidebook. And the guidebook is really nice. It's not huge, but it's really packed full of wonderful information. It gives all the cards by numbers and the page numbers, the introduction. Here we have the wheel. The Imbolc themes and areas of focus, awakening, cleansing, healing. You can see that there. You can see her sleeping. How to use the cards, pulling the cards. Many messages. There's messages on the bottom of each of the cards that you'll see. Repeating the elements. It talks about that, like candles in winter go hand in hand. Okay, again, using the cards past Imbolc. I have my best friend, she loves this series of cards, and she uses them all the time. So these cards aren't just to be used for the season. It can be used for, since this is about the awakening, this is about going from winter into spring, but we're not quite in spring yet. It's that middle part, kind of like when you're sleeping and you're just waking up, or you've planted your seeds and you first see that little sprig break through the ground. It's that start. So you can use these cards throughout the year, all the time, for whenever you have that feeling of you need that awakening. Does that make sense? So here, this is about daily guidance or reflection cards. These are terrific. I mean, really terrific as a daily pull. or just an affirmation card, just to pull a card in the morning or at bed to reflect on. These are really wonderful cards. And then there are several pages of spreads. You can see several pages of spreads. And then it goes into the cards. Looking at the book, it shows a full picture of the card in color. It gives the title. Here, where it's in italics, this is what is on the card down below. But I love that it gives you keywords. It tells you about it. And then, it, you know, the book just goes into artwork. It's just really great. So enough about that. Let's look at the cards inside the box. And look at that gorgeous blue gilding. Is that amazing or what? All the cards in the deck have a color of gilding. Some are green, some are gold, some are red, some are orange. I mean, these are just beautiful. Here's the backs. You can see they're a bit shiny, so I will hold these so that the light will not be reflecting on them. These are a normal size oracle card, not too big, not too small, but just right. They've got a good thickness to them. So you can shuffle these if you want to shuffle. Now, I do not riffle shuffle my cards. So when I go through these are in order. So when I go through these, I will lay them out and then we will shuffle and pull a card to use as the energy. Okay, amethyst. And I love how she's holding the amethyst. We see, it looks like, you know, the moon up there with our fox. Go where your spirit dwells, where your sight is clear and your breath is liberated. And I like that these are full color cards. They don't have a border around them. Angelica. Antlers. All the magic of who you are to be seen by the eyes you keep. You are enough, my dear. Take ease in receiving. And I love the candles, but look, the antlers are like the tree branches with the flowers and everything growing. Aquarius, we are in Aquarius season. Here she's pouring her water and all the boats are floating in the water. Beautiful. Arts and crafts. Bathing ritual. Oh, I wish I had a giant bathtub that I could just soak in. It's kind of hard to do when you're a big gal. Black bear. And look how big the bear is compared to her. Beautiful. Blackberries. So thorny. Bloodstone. Closing your eyes to the truths of the reality will only connect you with the illusions you have created. That is amazing. I wonder if that's going to show us with an 8 of Swords today. Bridget. Bridget's doll. Candle dressing. Casserole. Cinnamon rolls. Warm my heart. All deserving comfort readies my heart. Coming of spring. We see the daffodils coming up, or is that the narcissus? Consecrate tools. Dark winter days. Dawn. Devotional. Dream realm. Forged in fire. And notice she's underground. Your strength was crafted through adversity, a mastery only you behold. And look, there's another one, tunnel, but look at all the bugs and everything. You're underground. That is really interesting. Greenhouse. Grimoire. Groundhog, that little sucker yesterday, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, told us in the United States we have 6 more weeks of winter. Ugh. Horned owl. House mouse. incense, keening, calming, milk moon witch, North Star, peppermint. Oh, I love peppermint. It's so healing. River rocks, rosemary bread, self ceremony, snowdrops, snowflakes, swan, weather divination. I trust in what I feel, for what I feel are signs to pay mind to. And look how she's bent over backwards. The words that are in there: thunder, winds, love, winter besom, sweep away ill intent while creating boundaries weave with protection, a witch respects passages of safety. That's why I always keep my mini altar broom handy. I made this. I was selling these at the Sister Witches Crafting Company in Davis, West Virginia, but it has the bell on it to send away negative spirits. But these are really easy to make if you wanted to do those, but I absolutely love this. Well, funny how we all keep these little trinkets handy. And winter woodlands. Okay, so let's go ahead and shuffle these and see what Spirit wants to tell us today. Okay. All right, we'll do a 3-card pull using this as the energy. What does Spirit want us to use as the energy for today with the Imbolc deck? What is peeking out from the winter? What are we awakening from? Okay. Peppermint. Take from me what keeps me held back, clearing myself from all that does not belong in the vision of what is to come. All right, and let's look at I'll zoom in so you can see the card. And I'll read from the guidebook. It says 33, so we will look at 33. The key words are clearing toxic relationships and behaviors. Clearing toxic relationships and behaviors. No one enjoys getting a cold or the flu, as they can bring great discomfort and pain that prevents you from experiencing the joys of life. Of course, it's better to take measures to prevent sickness, but sometimes it creeps up, coming from an unexpected place. Despite your best efforts, it can't be avoided. When you're sick, it's important to seek healing options to clear away the toxicity or infection that has caused your illness. You could let it run its course, but that could also lead to long-term effects or worse. You can also have an infection of the heart or soul, and it comes from the form of toxic relationships, self-sabotaging behaviors, and spiritual bypassing. The Peppermint card comes to your reading to warn you that the person or situation you have inquired about is harmful to you in some way, and you should take steps to remove them from your life, or at the very least, reduce their influence on you. Even if your past experience with this person or behavior has been positive, receiving this card is a sign the circumstances have changed for the worse. You can choose to take a positive role and see how things unfold, but consider the impact such a decision might have on your long-term well-being and whether it's worth the risk. And then there is a peppermint egg clearing toxicity spell in the book. I'll show that so you can see that. But you can see if you have something toxic in your life that you're looking to get rid of. So using this as our energy of the day, let's go ahead and bring out our cards for the tarot cards. Here's the backs. Again, absolutely gorgeous winter blue gilding on the edges. Using this as our card. Okay, what is it that we need to get rid of? How is it that we need to get rid of? Or actually, should we say, why is it that we need to get rid of something? Okay, that's what we'll do. So this is the toxicity card. Why are we getting rid of it? Why is this here? Why is this here? What is it that we're not seeing? Sometimes it's that way. We just don't see it, but we need spirit to show us. What is it that we're not seeing? Okay. And how do we handle this? How do we move forward, removing this toxicity from our life? How do we move forward? Okay, ho. All right, let's see what Spirit's telling us. Okay, so apparently we have some toxicity going on. Whether it's a health issue we're not addressing, or whether it is self-sabotaging, or we have someone toxic in our life that we need to step away from. Why is this here? Artisan of Wands. Okay, so let's see. The Artisan in this. Artisan. Okay, this is the Queen of Wands. The Artisan is the Queen. And this is about being bold, confident, radiant, and charming. She represents the kind of person that lights up the room when you walk in. You are a natural leader, and this is effortless. So why is this here with the Queen? Okay, so this could be a toxic relationship with a mother figure. I'm seeing this as someone who is always sucking the oxygen out of the room when you go in. You know, they're not letting your light shine. This kind of mother figure or this woman figure, it could even be a boss, a female boss that you work with that is taking the credit for things. She is the one that is always trying to show things off. And she's not letting you take the credit for the work that you've done. I'm kind of seeing that. And how do we handle this? A new moon. New moon to me is new beginnings. I'm seeing with this new moon, I'm seeing a change. I'm seeing this is definitely moving forward. You see her going towards the castle, going towards security. This, to me, this is like a job thing. I'm really seeing this as a person who is in a job that is not treating you well, and you know it, and you don't want to leave, but this is saying you have better things to go to. This shows me with the castle here, this is going towards security. These are almost kind of like the employer that you have now are just, and the fox chasing behind you is literally reaching at you and trying to grab at you, doesn't want you to go. Let me see, look at that. Her hair, her braid comes up and it's tangled by this branch. Can you see that? It's almost like they're grabbing you by the hair and they're not letting you go, or they don't want you to go, and you're running towards security and you're running towards the castle. That's how I see this. I think that's exactly how I see this. So I'm going to post these cards down below in the link below. There's 4 Facebook groups. Don't forget to subscribe for the next video. Tomorrow will be about the 10 of Cups, where we have everything that we want, and it's all about legacy and fulfillment and joy, and everything is the way it should be. It's ta-da! So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss that video. I will be posting it in the 4 Facebook groups below. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by. Time for me to go grab another cuppa. Bye.